Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about what happened tonight, where the Cruz Azul lost and was humiliated by the Seattle Thunder, where Cruz Azul lost 0-7 against the Seattle Thunder, 0-7. And with this loss, Cruz Azul is eliminated from the Leagues Cup 2025. Well, today started today is the Cruz Azul started his participation in the Leagues Cup 2025, where they play his first game of the tournament. Before this game, I thought that the Cruz Azul was going to compete and to be one of the four best team in the Liga MX that will qualify to the knockout round. But about this game, Cruz Azul play his worst game in years and the worst game in the Larkamons era. And I think that this could be a typing point and can mark that something very bad for the next game. About this game, remember that the Seattle Sounders wanted a revenge of what happened in the beginning of the year, where in the CONCACHAMPIONS 2025, Cruz Azul didn't have any problem defeated the Seattle Seahawks 4-1 in the overall series, where in the first game they tied 0-0 in Seattle, and in the second leg, Cruz Azul didn't have any problem, defeated 4-1 the Seattle Sounder, and Cruz Azul eliminated the Seattle Sounder in the round of 16. After that, the Cruz Azul won that tournament. So, based on that, and that Cruz Azul last Saturday had won his first game in the Larkamons era, where they defeated the Leon 4-1. I thought that the Cruz Azul was going to play a very great football and they were going to win this game. But to be honest, Cruz Azul play a very bad football, especially in the second half, where they allowed 7 goals. And the problem is the Larcamon didn't have any responses. So Cruz Azul decided to make some change. It was obvious that the Larcamon was going to make some change, because Cruz Azul will play 3 games in 9 days. So Larcamon decided to make some change about all the players play a very bad football. Even the Kevin Mier, that to be honest he didn't play a very great football, and most of the goals he couldn't do anything. But in the end, when you are a goalkeeper, you can unlock 7 goals. So about the defense, the Larcamon decided to make some change. Dita well. Chiquito Orozco played as a left center back, because remember that Piovi was sent off in the last occasion in the League's Cup 2024, where he received a red card, where Brazil was eliminated by Mazatlan in the round of 16, and for that reason Chiquito Orozco take the POV places. But to be honest, Chiquete play a very bad football. I'm not gonna to lie. He was responsible for most of the goals. About Dita, he played one of the worst game that I have seen, and the worst game in the Cruz Azul era, where he played a very bad football, and instead to play defense, he decided to fight. And about Lira, he played a very bad football. About these three defender, it looked like that he never understood each other, because there were errors and synchronization that couldn't match, because in the first half, especially in the first 15-20 minutes, Seattle Thunder dominate the Cruz Azul, where they have 2 or 3 goal opportunities, but the Seattle Sounders had to score 1 goal in the first half, but it was avoided because an offside. But the Seattle Sounders was attacking, and these 3 defenses were playing a very bad football. About the fullbacks, for the right was Sanchez, and for the left was Omar Campos. This was another modification, because instead to play the Rotondi, the starting left fullback, they decided to put Campos, but Campos played a very bad football, because he attacked a lot and he let a lot of the spaces and left Chiquito Orozco alone. And to be honest, Campos is a very bad defender. He's better offensive and for offense player, and he played a very bad football. About the Sanchez, also he played a very bad football, because he didn't attack nor defend. he played a very bad football. About in the midfielder, started the Farabelli and Nacho Rivero, the captain, where these two players play a very bad football. To be honest, I didn't understand some movements because sometimes, especially in the first half, I didn't understand why sometimes the Rivero exchange position with Omar Campos, because sometimes the Rivero, when Rivero put to play as a left fullback, Omar Campos started to play as a center midfielder. I didn't understand that movements, but about these two players play a very ugly game. As a winger, where Paradela and Charlie Rodriguez, where these two players play a very played a good game in the first half, but in the second half they play a very bad football. And about Sepulveda, he didn't have a lot of goal opportunities. He had one or two goal opportunities in the first half, and they couldn't score any goals. So about this game, quite told you, El Arcamon decided to make some changes. It was obvious because Cruz Azul will play 9 games, 3 games, sorry, in 9 days. For that reason, I understand. But to be honest, the substitution and or the change in the starting lineup affected the team, because the team the Cruz Azul play a very bad football. In the beginning, the Cruz Azul lost the ball possession because the Seattle Sounders dominate the game. In the first 20-25 minutes of the first half, Seattle Sounders was attacking, but Cruz Azul couldn't defend or reacted. Where how I told you, Seattle Sounders was attacking and they had to score a goal, but it was avoided because an offside. After that, after the minute 30-35, Cruz Azul started to play in a very started to change the ball position, and they attacked more, and they had one or two goal opportunities, but they couldn't score any goal. And in the half time, the game was 0-0. In the beginning of the second half is when all the disaster started, because in a lapse of 2 minutes, in the first minutes, Brazil was losing. Was rallied 2-0, and I didn't believe that, because Brazil started a very bad football. After that, something that I have said about Nicolas Camon is that when most of the time when his teams are down in the score, most of the time instead of defend better, he decides to attack. But the problem is that when he attack a lot, he attack with a lot of players, and he avoided or forget to defend. And this is something that the Seattle Sounders understood, and in a lapse of another 9 minutes, they scored another 2 goals, and Cruz Azul was trailing 4-0 in the minus 69. I thought that in that moment, Nicolas Larcamon was going to change, and he was going to put in the game another defender to defend with 5 center back, but he didn't that do. Seattle Sounders scored another 3 goals, and Cruz Azul lost the game 7-0. How I told you, this is my big concern, where the Cruz Azul decide to sing Nicolas Larcamon as a head coach. When this kind of situation happened, when Cruz Azul was trailing, or when Nicolas Larcamon's team are trailing in the game, he most of the time decide to open the team, to put more forwards or offensive midfielder, and he forget to defend. He let a lot of spaces between the midfielder and the defenders, and for that reason, he received a lot of goals. So, in the end, Cruz Azul lost the game 7-0, and Cruz Azul is eliminated. So, in this moment, because this decision, Cruz Azul is in the bottom of the Liga MX table with 0 points and minus seven goals, and Cruz Azul is eliminated, because even that they can win both 2 games, is very impossible, because they lost that game. So also the problem is in something that I wrote a few minutes ago in X, is that I understand that Larcamon and Cruz Azul decide that they didn't want to play this game, this tournament, the Leagues Cup. But come on, I know that you don't want to win it, or you don't want to play this kind of tournaments, but the way how they presented this game, it was a very humiliation. You need to play a little better, and you can lose the game for 7 goal difference. So I don't know if something is going to happen. I think that the best is to let Larcamon stay in the club, but he need to understand that he is not in a small team. He's in the Cruz Azul, and he need to change and to try to improve in the defenses, because if not, Cruz Azul is gonna to lose. He's gonna to have this kind of games in the Liga MX. So I think that the next that the Cruz Azul needs to do is to just enjoy the next two games against the LAFC Galaxy and Colorado, and later start to thinking in the Liga MX, but also let's see if this doesn't affect the Cruz Azul chemistry, because when you lose by 7 goal difference, and the way how they lost the game, because they were humiliated, let's see if this doesn't affect the teams, and then most probably that Nicolas Locamon doesn't finish the tournament as a Cruz Azul head coach. So what's next? Cruz Azul will play the second game the next Sunday, August 3rd, where the Cruz Azul will play against the LA Galaxy. Cruz Azul will travel to Los Angeles, California, and this game will play at 20:30 Eastern Time. A few minutes ago, the LAX Galaxy didn't have any problem, and defeated the Cholos de Tijuana 5-2. So in this moment, the LA Galaxy are leading in the League's Cup with 3 points. So seeing what happened tonight, I think that Cruz Azul is going to try to improve, but in the end, I think that the Cruz Azul is going to lose this game by 1 or 2 goal difference, and Cruz Azul will lose the second game of the day. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments or suggestions, you can write me in any social media platform. So see you next video. Junior.